That break was brought to you by Stacker 2, the supplement for winners.
I guess you're taking that this week, Vinny? A little Stacker pill?
Oh, I'm fucking overdosing on
it. You'll overdose on something, all right? All right, so I froze up there before the break. We had a lot going on down here. We're a little more calm and zen down here. And we'll get back to our biggest surprises for last week. While I'm not ultra surprised that Carter's Killers lost again, I am kind of surprised that they lost, the way they did, scoring 131 points. And to Tom's team, of all teams, scoring 137 teams, even though I am not as down on Tom's team as I would say you are, Dan.
Definitely down.
I think he's got a pretty good squad.
Nah, not that good.
And
it has to be hard to set a lineup when you can't see half of it.
That's not a bad point. Next, we are on to our Arctic Splash Ice Cold Performance of the Week, brought to you by Arctic Splash. I'm going to have to give it to Kev.
Give it to him.
I debated giving it to myself again, but I got to give it to Kev. He was the low scorer of the week, and he had a little extra motivation, you would think, this week to win after Danny dissed him and broke that pact they made. I don't know what kind of weird pact they had, but he broke it. You would think maybe Kev would try and get some revenge. He was unable to. His team let him down, and because of that, he's earned himself the Arctic Splash Ice Cold Performance of the Week. Okay, on to our next segment. I'm going to get your guys' opinions. We are going to do a little contenders versus pretenders. We're going to do one for each of the playoff teams, and you guys make your case on why that team is either a contender or a pretender.
This is going to be a long segment.
It could be. So, I guess we'll start with you, Dan, since I pretty much already know your answer for this one. How do you see Tom? Do you view Tom as a championship contender or just a pretender?
Well, he's definitely a pretender. I mean, I'm sure he's going to trade away the rest of his team to somebody for peanuts. But, I mean, between him and Richie and potentially you, Duff, I mean, one of you guys is going to slip in and maybe the other two out. You know, you never know how the season's going to go. But I'm going to say he's a solid pretender.
Boos, your thoughts on Tom's roster or his chances this year?
I'm saying contender.
Of course you are. Fucking loser.
I think he just has what it takes, man. I mean, he just got arguably the best tight end in the league.
Okay, cool. What else, dude?
Calvin Ridley's going to go off. He still has Antonio Brown, I mean, for the time being, before I eventually swoop in and get him for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, don't fucking remind us.
Could not have said it better myself.
And Deshaun Watson, man, he's going to be a difference maker.
Was that insider trading right there?
It might be.
I think that was.
Be. Collusion?
I think it's a little bit of collusion going on.
Little tampering charges. The league will definitely investigate. Speaking of people who need to be investigated, Vinny, how do you see the Click Commanders? Do you see them as a contender or a pretender?
I'm going to have to go with a resounding pretender.
Yeah, huge shock there. Why is that? Try and put some logic behind it.
I just see him missing the playoffs. He doesn't have the moxie. He doesn't have the makeup of what it takes to win in this league. I mean, he has some great running backs, but aside from that, I mean, I'm looking at his team and I'm thinking, yikes. Like, Jordan Reed's his starting tight end. The dude has a concussion every fucking other quarter.
It's true. What is this dude's obsession with the NFC East teams other than the Eagles?
It's weird. He's been a closet Cowboys fan, a closet Giant fan his entire life. And I wish that beforehand I would have prepared a little better and I would have brought to the table the picture of him actually wearing Dallas Cowboys merchandise.
Ooh.
Yeah, where do you have that at, Boost?
Listen, I have it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Fucking go look for it, dude.
So are you confirming or denying that picture exists?
It doesn't exist. Good luck finding it.
Listen, phone a friend. You can ask Blacker. I know my man Blacker's seen it.
Alright, cool. Sounds good, dude. Go find it.
You're fugazi, bitch.
Dude, you're a fucking loser.
Dan, I don't even know why I'm asking you this, but do you see the RMD Reggie Smokers as a contender or pretender?
I'll keep it short and simple. He's probably going to end up finishing in last place.
Wow, last place?
Yep.
So you see him finishing in last place, Dan?
last. Well, listen. I can talk all the shit I want. I can talk all the shit I want, but I mean, he'll end up making the playoffs, probably getting bounced in the first round, which could potentially be by me. I mean, we're looking at this Week 13 matchup. Could be the precursor to the following week where I most likely bounce him from the playoffs, like I did. What was it? 2 years ago?
Yeah, I actually did peep. If the season ended today, which it doesn't, you guys would be the first round playoff matchup.
That would be. I wish it did, man.
The league. I tell you what, the league execs would love that. It's great for the ratings.
Man, I tell you,
fantastic for the ratings.
Now, just to jump on what Danny said. Now, I know you asked me about the Click Commanders. They're a pretender or contender. I want to get to the GM. He is a complete pretender. Listen, put some respect on my name. You act as if I haven't been the measuring stick in this league for years. I have championships. I have accolades. And you want to say I'm going to finish last? I'm going to put a hurting on you never thought.
Let's go!
Well, speaking that I'm here and you're not, I don't know how, I can't take that from the paper champ of the league. You are not the people's champ, all right? You are the biggest pretender that in this whole league, to be honest. Like, come on, dude.
We shall see, young grasshopper.
Yeah, all right. We'll see this week, pussy.
All right, our next team is the Zoids. What are your thoughts on the Zoids? Contender, pretender?
Huge contender.
Big time?
Big time contender. I got them in the championship.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna. I'm sure you guys are in partners somehow. He's gonna throw his season and give you his best players, and that's usually how it goes with this fucking dude.
Kamara to the Reggie Smokers.
That's honestly for like a fucking 15th round pick, like in a pack, like maybe a Lucy,
I also like Rocco as a contender, and I also like this next team as a contender. What are your guys' thoughts on the Kensington Stranglers?
Go ahead, Boos.
Contender. Yeah. I actually might have him and Rocco in the rematch in the show.
Wow.
Yeah, keep fucking
damn
dreaming.
Close to it. Both
well,
teams
I'm gonna say that I said it. I was on the podcast a week or two ago, and I said he's gonna fall off. I know it. The dude's too busy selling clean energy. He's not gonna be able to keep track of this team all year. It's gonna fall off at some point, and he'll make the playoffs and get bounced just like you, Boos. Just like you.
Wow.
Just like you.
Harsh words. What about our last team here in this segment? Wacky Boy. Contender, pretender, douchebag, etc., etc. What are we talking about? Wacky.
Check all boxes above.
What? What? What does that mean?
He's a douchebag.
So he's a contender and a pretender?
He's both. He's a contender because he's started off 4-0, so he just has an advantage there to make the playoff.
Okay.
Once he gets there, he's going to face an early exit.
Are you sure about that? I don't know how you could be a contender and a pretender at the same time, Boos. Get ready for the podcast before you're on. I'm gonna say Wacky's a contender. He stole that chip off of me, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure he had a pretty bad season. He's having a good season. His team has a good makeup, and firstly, dude, he was on your dick all last week, so that's your boyfriend. So Duffy just had to go and take Mick upstairs. So we'll get to the Week 5 previews, where we have Carter's Killers in a face-off with his son against Duffy's Degenerates. So if I'm reading these here, correctly, we're gonna have 1-3 Degenerates versus the 0-4 Killers. As of right now, the live projections have Duffy winning by 10 points. And Vinny, what's your key player in this matchup?
Well, if Big Jack has any chance of winning the Carter's Killers, whoever's running things now, it's going to have to be David Johnson against San Fran. I can see him going off. He was his keeper. He needs to do keeper things.
Yeah, it's about time for him because he's not looking like a top 3 pick right now. I'm gonna say that Duffy's key player. I mean, he just got Julio Jones. Man, I don't know where to go here. I'm gonna say it's one of his 2 powerhouse receivers. I think Duffy finally gets his team on track with his good receiving core. And I'm going to say I think both of those guys are going to snap this weekend. Now, we're going to move on to the bye week and the boys versus the Kensington Stranglers. As of right now, we have 1-3 Kev versus 3-1 Bleck. And Bleck is favorited by 5 points. So, Vinny, who do you have for Blecker's key player this week?
Well, first of all, 5 points isn't nearly enough. But I got Blecker's key player being Tyreek Hill against Saxonville.
Okay.
If he can do good things against that defense, I mean, it should be an easy win for him against the bye week and the boys, but it ain't going to take much.
And I'm going to go with... For Kev, I'm going to go with the ghost of Aaron Hernandez. Maybe he will pick him up off the RIP waiver wire, and he'll come back and have a great game because there's no fucking way this bum-ass team is going to win. Like, no way.
I think my favorite...
Or maybe he will just leave him hanging.
Maybe he'll pick up Willie McGinnis.
I think my favorite thing about this matchup is that both teams' logos have murdered somebody. Like, how great is that? They both murdered somebody.
And I definitely see the Kensington Stranglers murdering fucking Kev's bum-ass team. Woo!
Our next matchup is a pretty good one. 2-2 versus 1-3. Tom versus Richie. Could be, two potential bubble playoff teams. Tom's got a slight edge in the live projections right now. Vinny, who do you see, your good buddy, Tom, who do you see making a difference for his team this week?
Calvin Ridley.
You gonna elaborate, or are you just gonna fuck Calvin Ridley?
Calvin Ridley.
Go ahead, dude.
If he can keep up what he's been on the past couple weeks, it should be a nice game for him.
Yeah.
What's he been on? Stacker 2?
Great analysis, dude.
Supplement of winners.
If he puts up points, he'll probably win. Fucking asshole.
All right, let's hear your analysis. Who do you see making the difference for our buddy Richie?
All right, so I said for your matchup was your receivers, but I'm going to go with Richie's receivers too, and in particular, I'm going to say Michael Thomas with a bounce-back game on Monday night to seal the deal against 41-33. Go Birds.
Wow, shout out.
You don't know much about sealing the deal, do you, Dan?
Oh.
Yeah, you'll fucking find out this week.
All right, this game could have potentially been our game of the week. It is 4-0 Wacky. Fuck 'em versus 3-1 Ricky Boy and the Zoids. Not sure what it was, but Wacky's got about a 3-point edge in the live Yahoo projections right now. Benny, since he's like your best friend,
boyfriend.
Sure, let's go with that. Who do you see being Wacky's difference maker?
I have to go with the newest addition to the badass kids, Devonta Freeman. It's going to be an interesting matchup for him. It's his first game returning from injury, and if we're being honest with ourselves and everyone, he is Fournette 2.0. So,
Fuck.
I mean,
all right, dude. Firstly, the dude's coming off an injury and is probably going to play 50% of running back snaps. So fucking learn, think about what you're talking about before you say you fucking shit for brains. So
makes sense that you would stick out for Wacky because you're on his dick.
Yeah, okay, all right, dude. You guys are total fucking collusionists, all right?
Collusionists, wow.
You guys are total collusionists. You guys are gonna make a trade, and you're gonna be like, "Well, Boost, if you win a chip, it's almost like I want a chip because I'm gonna give you Todd Gurley back for a fucking 18th round pick." Now I'm gonna go for
2 years ago.
What?
Kind of like what you did 2 years ago. You said, "Yo, Boost is way too stacked. Let's fucking stack the odds against him."
Objection. So for Rocco's key player. I'm going to go with, the dude's the number one player in fantasy right now, Alvin Kamara. He's probably going to fucking have 80 points this week. And, I don't want to take much from Rocco, but if it wasn't for this guy, he'd probably be 2-2, 1-3 maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take another quick break, and then we'll be right back to talk about the game of the week.
Woo!
Tune in to part 3.